Hello, patrons and patrons to be. My name is Glenda, also known as G.K. Fralin. I have written some books and I do self-publish. My first book that I published was The Search, and this is what it looks like. Anyway, it's a fantasy, kind of a quest and suspense. And the second one that I published is Who Be Charlie B. This book is about a young man he was born in 1885, based on a young man who actually did live here in our town, and he was the oldest of a large family, and he's dark-skinned and his family's white. And this begins in 1905 when his father, whom we do explain in here about how his parentage came about, but anyway, he is the oldest of this large white family. His father is killed in a terrible accident. This starts out on his father's funeral and takes him through a few years. His father was his champion, his mother protective, but at 20, Charlie was becoming a man, and he had to find his way into this bigoted, cruel world that he was living in at that time. Most people find Charlie very endearing and very romantic. Anyway. Now, the other thing I do is I'm a vlogger. And this is my second full year of vlogging. Well, I'm starting my second year of vlogging. I vlog nearly daily, and one of the things we do is there's a lot of subscriber interaction. I do the videos, but the action is in the community. And that's why the vlog is called AKA GK Fralin, a friendly community, because it is the community that makes the difference. And one of the things, we do crafts. We do all kinds of different crafts. I'm not an expert at any of them. We just do them together. Some of them have sent me pictures of things they've done, and I love it. Or they send me stories of things they've done, and I have comment vlogs where I just read comments. This is one thing I've made. I got a big bucket of beads from Amazon, huge bucket. A lot of sorting to do on that, and it's just a mishmash of beads. So I plan a necklace by what I can find, or a bracelet. Anyway, another thing is we like to do some artwork. I am not a professional artist at all. I do these adult coloring pages like this and absolutely have a ball with them. And some of my subscribers have sent me pictures of things they've done, and I, of course, put them on the vlogs. This is one of my most recent, which combined the beads and the picture type of deal, and it's a beaded Valentine. We made these for our children and their families. We have 3 children. My husband is Joe. He appears once in a while. And so we have 3 children. They're all married, have their own families, and we have 11 wonderful grandchildren. Anyway, that is my catchphrase, I guess. One of my subscribers has dubbed me the "well anyway" girl, because that is what she knows me for. She says, "That's your phrase. That's you." So they've all kind of dubbed me as "well anyway." We like to be goofy, and we love to be fun, but we do also talk about chronic illness, because as you can see, I'm on oxygen. I have COPD. Some of our subscribers have chronic illness. When someone asks, I have done not tutorials, but informational vlogs on these chronic illnesses. And I don't rely on my own experience because, for one thing, everybody's experience is different. I am a former nurse. Well, once a nurse, always a nurse, right? Anyway, so I have done these, but I always go to a notable site in order to make sure my information is up to date and correct, like the COPD Foundation, the American Heart Association, and the Diabetes Association, just to name a few. Now this guy, he's a new one on the scene. Hello guys, I'm Buster. How you doing? Do you know who those people are? They're not our regulars. Nope. They're from a new site called Patreon. Hi, Patreon people. Anyway, Buster is a new character on the vlog, and we absolutely love him. And one thing I found out when I did some searching on how to work with puppets, I found out since I'm not a ventriloquist, it is just fine if I move my lips. So, as long as I keep as much focus on me as possible. That is pretty much, we just do all kinds of things for that vlog, and it's very interactive. The one last thing I want to talk about is the next book coming up, which will be Charlie's Romance. It is a follow-up to Who Be Charlie Be. And the reason for that title is revealed in the book, the Who Be Charlie Be book. It's revealed in there why it's titled that. For one thing, he's trying to find out something about himself. And he does. In Charlie's Romance, he does have a romance. And it takes place in 2000, in 1910. I hope I said that was 1905. Anyway, I'll have to look this over. But yes, Charlie did, the real Charlie, had a romance. And so that's what this focuses on. And it's really brings Charlie into a whole new perspective of family and his love of family and his need for family. So that is who I am. That's what I do. One of my mottos is live to the optimal level within your limits. I'm still exploring those limits. So I hope you've enjoyed this. What I intend to do is to occasionally, probably about once a week or so, upload a Patreon-only video, and it'll be a small charge for that. And with the books, they're all in they all have an electronic format, so I will either give you where to go and get that if I do a short reading, or I will give you a code you can use to get the book for free, depending on what I charge for that. I will see you again, and please do support me on Patreon. Thank you.